Welcome. In this video I'm going to be taking a look at this VMAN 63-in-1 precision screwdriver set. So this was provided to me by the distributor, but they're not compensating me for this video and they're not reviewing it before I post it. If you find this video helpful and you want to purchase one of these, I'll put a link to it in the description on Amazon, and if you use that link it helps me out a little bit and doesn't cost you anything extra. Let's get this open. So here we have a guide with all the bits on it. Looks like we have slotted, looks like maybe hex, posi-drive, tri-lobe, square, triangle, U, Phillips, Torx, star, and looks kind of miscellaneous here, some hex and things. So here's a manual. Okay, and here's a listing of the different bits it has in it. So you can see the exact bits, so you can pause and read through that if you want. So on the right side we have notes on some of the different applications for some of these drivers. So it has iPhones, Android, Xbox. It talks about how to open the box. So let's pull this out. So we have some shrink wrap on here. So it has this case. This is a plastic case, and to open it you press the end and it pops out like so. Then you press it to push it back in. So that's very slick. So I'll open it up. And here we have the bits. Actually, before I do that, I want to see if this will go in upside down. Yes, so it doesn't really matter which way you put this back in. So here are all the bits. So if we turn it over, in the middle we have the driver. So let's pull that out. And we have the different size bits, so I'll press down on them and I can lift them out. So these are all held in place by magnets. Then I can put it in the tip there. So that's very nice. So this is all metal except for the case is plastic. So the driver itself has flats on three sides here, and then on top it has this little divot, this concave surface, and then this rotates. So you could do an action like that. So let's get closer up here so you can see how the bits fit in there. So I imagine if I hit this really hard I could get all of these to fly out of here. I'm not going to do that. I will stick it in the case here and I'll give it a good shake. See if anything came loose, and it did not, so it's very nice. So I have a project I need to complete, so I can use those to test these, so I'll get that out. So this is a 2012 MacBook Pro, and a few years ago I replaced the battery in it, but I think it's time to replace the battery again, so I need to remove these Phillips screws around the perimeter. I have turned the power off. For this I'm going to use a 000 Phillips screwdriver bit, and I'll put that in here. So now I need to remove these perimeter screws. So I want to make sure the screwdriver is in line with the screw, and these can be kind of difficult screws to remove, so I'm going to press down on the divoted end here. This is kind of out of focus, so I'll press down on that and I'll turn and I'll loosen that screw. So that came out nicely. I'll get a little bit zoomed out for this next one. So I'm pressing down with my one finger and I'm loosening with the other. Oop, that's sliding. I put a microfiber here. Sometimes I'll even use kind of like my hand here to do it. I'll press down. There we go. So now I'll do that with all of these. Okay, I have all the screws out. Now I can pop this off, and that battery is definitely bulged up. So next, to get the battery out, I'm going to disconnect it from the motherboard. And then I have these tri-wing screws. So I'm going to look on here for the icon for the tri-wing. So those are here, and then I'll pop out these different bits and see which one fits. So the Y3 bit seems to fit the best. So now I'll just pull this bit out I was using. I'll put the tri-wing in and I can remove those screws. And I have one over here too. I don't know if you picked that up there, but this is magnetic. So when I was done unscrewing it, it actually held the screw and pulled it out. So now I can pull the battery out with the tab, and I can see this battery is bad, so I'll be ordering a replacement. Okay, so now that I'm finished, I'll take the bits and I'll put them back. And I'm actually going to put these in upside down because I need to order the battery, and then I'll be right back at this to fix this. And by putting them in upside down, it'll remind me which bits I use so I can easily look at this and grab them. So if you have frequently used bits, I find that's a neat little trick to put them in upside down. And then I can put the handle back in here, then I'll slide it all back into the case here. and it's ready to go. So I really like this handle here. I find it's really easy to spin in my fingers. I like when I had a tight connector, I could push down on this and grip it tight and turn it. Now there could be connectors that are super tight and you may have trouble gripping this. So if you have weak hand strength, that could be an issue, but I was easily able to get good purchase on this with these flats. So I think this is going to work very well for me even on tight connectors. But otherwise I really like being able to spin it, had a nice magnet in there, and it felt nice and quality. And with a case like this is really easy to throw in a tech bag or a book bag. I really like that this case is slim. This would easily fit in a back pocket or something. It's not going to take up a lot of room. One of my favorite features of this is the ease of finding bits on here. So it has those icons so I can quickly look and see, oh, these are the Phillips, and then I can see the individual bits up here too. So that's the VMAN 63-in-1 precision screwdriver set. That's all I'm going to cover in this video. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. If you like this video, please click like. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd appreciate if you could do that. And thanks for watching. Until next time, goodbye.